We call them kings. We call them queens. We build them up so high the air gets thin at the top, and we do it with a smile. But there's a question nobody wants to ask out loud. What happens to a person when a whole community decides they're royalty? Today, Systematic Audit is examining the crown, what it costs, and who actually pays for it. Every generation picks its icons. It's not random, it's a response to pressure. When a community has been told for generations that it produces nothing of value, it holds tightly to proof that it does. That proof becomes a person. That person becomes a symbol. That symbol becomes a king or a queen. Notice the language we use. We don't say, "I like their music." We say, "That's our king." We say, "She's a queen." The language is deliberate. The weight is real. But here's what that language actually does. It stops being about talent. It becomes about representation, about proof, about carrying something much heavier than a career. One person, millions of expectations. That's not a fan base. That's a burden. And the person wearing that crown didn't always ask for it. The community decided. The internet voted. The title became permanent. Nobody asked if they wanted the job. The pedestal looks like honor from the outside. From the inside, it's a cage with a view. Once the crown is on, the rules change. There's no bad album allowed, no shift in politics, no growth in a direction the community didn't pre-approve. The crowned person is expected to be consistent, predictable, safe, even when their own life is anything but. They're expected to represent the culture while being denied the right to be complicated by it. And that's an impossible standard. Because these are human beings. They get tired. They make mistakes. They change their minds. They fall in love with the wrong people. They say the wrong thing on the wrong day, just like everyone else. The difference is, everyone else doesn't have millions of people watching, waiting, and keeping score. The crown doesn't come with a manual, but it does come with consequences. The same people who place the crown will catalog every stumble. Every misstep becomes a betrayal, not of the art, of royalty. And the trial is always public. No warning before the verdict shifts. One morning, the headlines change tone. The narrative flips, and the king or queen wakes up to find the crown has become a target. What was once called genius gets reframed as arrogance. What was once called confidence gets called out of touch. The same qualities that built the pedestal become the evidence used to tear it down. This is a pattern. It repeats across generations, across genres, across industries. The higher the pedestal, the harder the fall. And the fall always finds an audience. Not because the person failed, because the fall is familiar. Because watching someone lose what many never had feels, to some, like balance being restored, even when it isn't. The crown was never really about them. It was always about us. We give the title. We set the standard. We watch the performance. And when reality doesn't match the fantasy we built, we pull the pedestal down. The king or queen didn't fail the community. The community built something no human being can hold up. and then acted surprised when it collapsed. The question worth sitting with is this: are we crowning people to celebrate them, or are we crowning them to have someone to blame when things don't get better? That's the audit. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read all of them.